Hey guys, Tom here. The day, that is right, who I am is the day. Without the forces of darkness, shadow, or night. Well, I guess the cat has to say something too. Well, yeah. Yep, see? That's what it is. She has to put in her 2 cents. What do you have to say, dear? What is it, dear? Uh-huh. She's like, well, you're going to go talk to somebody else. You're not going to talk to me? Boy, I'll tell you, there has been some changes here the last few days. There have been attacks. Um, of various sorts, and we noticed that there were additions set in that came in next door, and immediately the cat went into heat again. And she's not what you'd call a young kitty cat. You'd think she would have gone through the quote change. Don't they go through the change too? Um, so that she wouldn't be having to go through that anymore. Uh, I heard there was a bunch of things going on, and I was listening to the man this morning. He was talking about how those people are going to try to come back, those that you let go. And I'm thinking, well, that's any number of people, isn't it? I guess he was referring to someone who would be returning as a romantic proposition or something like that. But here's the thing, we never did have that. We never were with anyone. That was all imaginary stuff, all done in the spirit. Just like, all these people they talk about, you shouldn't hang around with these people. Well, we don't. And we don't have relationships with any of these people. Not anything that you'd call real. Because whenever they talk about people coming back and stuff, basically, essentially all I've experienced is um, people showing up and projecting in here, you know, uh, with the same energies and doing the same kind of things. Um, just like, yesterday morning we woke up and the big hot thing came and was on us or whatever, and everything got real warm for a few minutes. We prayed about it, of course, because none of that stuff's getting in. Heaven keeps out everything from inside of us that's of the evil, darkness, fire, etc. If it's not the colors of heaven, it's not going to be included inside. Um, I have continued to pray, and I say let's, I saw some stuff people talking about it, but the thing of it is let's continue up. That does seem to be the one thing that is actually, it's helping, and of course the goal is to continue on up until we're far, you know, out of the reach of all that is of hate. Since, of course, we have no hate, that was removed from me. And so we have no place for that or anything that is loyal to it, anything that's under its control. None of that has any place here. In other words, the darkness and evil has all been eliminated from us and uprooted from us, and all those of that along with it. And there'll be no place here for any of them or what they offer. Uh, because again, we're not supposed to be connected to anything like that. Heaven, it is written, heaven makes it impossible for anything of darkness to include themselves or anything they have here to claim me or any part of me as theirs, and it makes it impossible for them to partner with me or claim a partnership of any sort with me. Um, because that's just them and their lies, and all their lies are failing. All the lies that the enemies tell fails. The same thing, like again, the only story that my enemies and competitors have is failure and loss, defeat, um, decrease, and, that's all to my betterment, which is my winning and gaining and increase and victory. That's the only story left. That's all there is left for us. It's to win and be victorious and continue up, becoming further and further out of reach of all that, which we need to be out of the reach of, and be just inaccessible to that, because we're just not going to take it on. We're not required to, and all of this stuff that had been done is, that's just the enemy doing what the enemy does. It didn't have anything to do with me or what I was wanting or, accepting, because we don't accept the darkness. I don't accept them or their stuff, and I don't accept taking them on, and I don't accept their viewpoints, and I'm not going to be partnered with any of them because I'm in total disagreement with everything that's of darkness, shadow, and night. I am the day made without the forces of darkness, shadow, and night, whom I am in disagreement with. And I just heard a confirmation of that going down the road. This is like, people have been asking for money and stuff, and hey, historically I have been charitable, quite charitable, and have given to the point to hurt. But whenever you're dealing with people that take it on the other side through their damn black magic, damning themselves further and further along the route, you get to the point where he's like, "Nah, I ain't got no money for nobody. This old country boy is going to be trying to save." And again, was their choice? People are like, "Well, finally they chose." Well, did we have a choice? When you're swamped with all that black magic and all these damn dragons standing on top of you, I'm telling you, they're real rapey, disrespectful bastards. And that's why they're relegated to the bottom realms. But in any case, we're continuing on. It's like I said, when I do give money or make exchanges and stuff, and I've been told that that's something that in the future we may do. We just want to make sure it's going to the right people. We don't want to be feeding evil anything. And we know we don't want to give money to people that'll use the money against me. And you know what? They're too full of hate to receive money. All those that are agents of hate, they don't deserve no money and receive no money. They deserve no love, and so they receive no love. And if they want to keep on playing, it'll get so bad that they'll just all starve to death. And I won't care, because why? What? This training has shown me, all these don't trust, don't love, da, 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 da. In other words, there's only certain ones, that I can love and appreciate and hang out with, because otherwise it'd just turn out badly. And that's why, I have, they're talking about these different relationships and how these people want to come back and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's been what, hours or days, usually what they're talking. I heard something about how somebody's gone from this group to that group, and they've gone through trials or whatever, and no one wants them. And you know what? As far as I know, these people are, capable. It's I just know they don't fit in here. Whoever it is that they've been talking about, that they're a detriment. We're just not going to be taking on any of that. We're not taking on the enemy. We're not taking on the enemies of day. I'm not taking on the enemies of the God of light and life. I'm not taking on the enemies of heaven. We're not taking on the enemies of blue. I, again, renounce Satan and the evil divine feminine, which I think is just the damned evil. And we're not taking on any of that. I'm not taking on anything that hates the masculine. I'm not going to take on anything that hates my Father in heaven. That's just the end of that story. I'm not here to partner with the world or the evil or the darkness or the hate or what calls itself love, whenever it's really all just evil and darkness, all the same damn thing. The damned. I'm not going to partner with any of that. That's not what I came here for. But we are going to continue on going up. And thank you guys so much for all your help, for all your love and support. We just love you, love you, love you, love you. And thank you again just for being who you are to us, and being loyal and everything. I know it probably for you is like me. There's no choice. It's like, am I going to be loyal to light and life, heaven, the good blues, and all God, good people, and that which loves me? Well, That's who I'm for. The good stuff, the good ones. Those with some the. In other words, I'm not going to be I'm not going to become part of the cannibalistic crowd who eat each other and eat their own and all that. We're going with the good guys, and we're just going to keep on with that, regardless of Again, there's no true love. We're not involved in that. There's no love or anything like that that anyone can claim to form connections here if they're of the enemy, because of course that was all done with through deception. And once the deception is you know done away with, then all the rest of it is too. This is the way it goes. I'm not putting myself at risk for the damned enemies. I'm not here to further the aims of evil in any way. That's just not going to be the case. Um, but again, I think that things can work out and work out well, and that we can develop some sense of normalcy to all of it. Either that, or we'll call it, ended. One of the two. But I know I'm just going to continue following on with this good spirit and enjoying the good company of those good spirits and that good smile. Most definitely. God love you, man, for sure. Well, listen, I'm just going to get to doing some chores and stuff and getting back in the swing. And we'll talk to you again real soon.